We have the Dubai Chamber of Commerce with us, Videetha and Dima, talking about the various programs that they run for corporations. And Videetha, I was mentioning just beforehand that, of course, quite a big percentage of the economy is made up of SMEs, these small companies, and they've got limited budgets. They want to do the right thing. How can they engage with somebody like the Dubai Chamber of Commerce with the various programs that you run to make a difference to their practice?
As I was mentioning earlier, we've got something called as a sustainability network, and the whole idea when we launched this platform was that how do we actually bring in companies or businesses to talk about their sustainability practices, engage with each other. And I think what we were very clear from right from the beginning was that we didn't want this to be a talk network. We didn't want people just discussing around sustainability or CSR and then not really doing any action around it, which is why we kind of created it so that we have task groups under it, basically focusing on different topics of interest for the business community. So it's the business community which decides, okay, these are the biggest challenges. And what you were talking about, the SMEs, it's completely true. And honestly, we've as Chamber, I won't say that we've made as much progress as we would like to make in terms of having SMEs engaged in CSR and sustainability practices, but which is where something like the network comes in, where we've been trying to engage SMEs more actively into it. For example, when I was talking about the task groups, last year we had about 5 different task groups, and these topics, as I said, come in from the businesses. So we were touching upon things like how does strategic community investment work, for example, or how does employee volunteering work. But one of the things which we also had was integrating CSR, where we had an SME called SamTech working with us. And what we thought, that instead of just writing another toolkit on how strategic CSR works, why don't we work with a live organization, an SME organization, and SamTech was that organization which we worked with. And so we had organizations like TNT and Siemens and Aramex and Eros and these kind of big organizations who have a lot of stuff in place already, working with SamTech, mentoring them to kind of put their processes and policies in place in terms of CSR and sustainability, even to the extent, because SamTech is basically it develops tracking devices for for vehicles, but SamTech never realized that they have a product which is already environmentally friendly. But then this team worked with them to ensure that they understand these things. The communication starts driving in that direction. So we've done a lot of work, and we have kind of created a report around the live experience that was done with them, and we'll have it up on our websites very soon. And in fact, this year we're continuing it, but to extend to a larger group of SMEs. So we've got a few more SMEs on board this year. We've got Paramount Computers and Clarksons, and we will continue mentoring them, but we will also try and reach a larger audience of SMEs through several media campaigns and more of best practice sharing. So this is what we're trying to do through the network. So actual work where the organizations and the businesses are using their experiences, their learning to bring across that knowledge and create tools for the rest of the business community.